You're listening to Good Morning Gwinnett, a division of ABK Media Group, hosted by Audrey Bell Kearney, sharing stories about people and places around beautiful Gwinnett County every day at 9 a.m. Southern living at its best.
Good morning, all my Gwinnetians out there in Gwinnett land and all of you around the world listening to the sound of my voice. It's a beautiful, chilly day here in Gwinnett County, 40 degrees, going up to a high about 60. That's going to be nice. That's going to be beautiful. I'm looking forward to it. Hope you had a wonderful weekend. I'm trying to think, what did I do this weekend? Oh, I went to, let me see. We had the wires ran for the studio. Got to get some more wires put in because we had the wrong, well, we didn't have the wrong ones. We had the ones that came for the computer, and we needed one for the mixer. So we got to get new wires for the mixer, but the studio is almost set up. And soon I'll be doing, probably next week, as a matter of fact, I'll be coming on at 10 a.m., because that's going to be the new time. So for the rest of this week, I'll be on at 9 a.m., but starting probably Monday, I'll be on at 10 a.m., Monday through Wednesday, and Thursdays at 11 a.m. So and I'm going to have guests on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So be on the lookout for my new guests coming up. Just got a lot of great things going on. I have to remind myself about all of the great things I got going on, because sometimes life can kind of get in the way and you kind of lose track of some things. And so I had like a trying day yesterday, but I'm good today. But I have to come back and remember, this is why you do what you do, because you love it. And yes, life is going to get in the way, but you deal with it and you keep moving. So that being said, I got a great show for you today. Got some news that you can use. But before I do that, we're going to kick it off like we always do. I'm going to give it with the horoscope. But I want to give a shout out, happy birthday shout out to my friend Sonia Edwards up in Newark, New Jersey. Also a belated happy birthday to my friend who's in heaven, Mr. Alfred Solomon. Happy birthday, Al, boy. He was one of my good friends. We knew each other for a long time. He passed away last year. And so I want to give a happy shout out to him. Happy birthday, Sonia. Hope you have a great day. And now let's get on to the horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Thyssen. Today's January the 6th, so we already in day number 6, y'all. After day number 10, that time flies. It flies by. All right, let's kick it off with Aries. Ooh, this is a good one. Try not to be too lavish with your lover, Aries. Changes will not be easy for youngsters involved. Don't let children hold you back from doing things you enjoy. Yeah, try not to be too lavish with your lover, Aries. That could get you into a lot of trouble financially, emotionally, physically. That could cause you some problems right there. Taurus, do yourself a favor and leave your plastic at home. Okay, Taurus. Work at home if at all possible. Listen to a good friend who is truly looking out for your best interests. You can solidify your relationship if you plan a special evening with your mate. All right, do yourself a favor, leave the plastic at home. That means your credit card, Taurus. Just in case you don't know what the plastic means, doesn't mean plastic straws. It means your credit card, because that could get you in trouble. And if you can work at home today, work at home. Some people hate working at home. I like working at home, but I'll be working out of my studio starting Monday, so I won't be working from home anymore. I got big things I got to do. Gemini, your creative ideas will be put to good use if you dig in and do things around the house that will make your family happy. Make changes that will enhance your appearance and entice potential partners. You don't want to give anyone fuel for the fire. Listen, don't give anybody no fuel for the fire. But here's the thing: make changes that's going to enhance your appearance today, Gemini. Look good. You never know who you're going to meet out there. You look good. I'm going to get my nails done later. I never get my nails done. You know why? My nails grow really long, right? And every time I go get them done, they look so pretty when they do them, but they damage my nails. But now my nails are weak because I have a thyroid problem, so they're weak, so they break, so they grow long, but they break right off like so easily. So I'm gonna up my game. Listen, I'm leveling it up this year. Last year was my theme. My theme was level up. This year my theme is leverage. So although I'm gonna get my nails done, it's a level up for me because I don't get my nails done. But I'm about to level up everything. Level up my level up my fashion, level up my nails, level up my life. But I'm gonna leverage everything else. I'm gonna use all the leverage I got to get me to where I want to be this year. And I got a lot of leverage that I never use, right? I'm sure we all do when you think about it. Cancer, try to be precise in your communications. Relatives will want to get together. Accept the inevitable and continue to do your job. Yeah, Cancer, try to be precise in your communications. That way they can't say they don't understand. They don't know. If you are precise in what you're saying, if they don't know, then they're stupid. All right. Leo, don't let your mate talk you into going somewhere you'd rather not go. Don't get upset over trivial matters. Chances are you split up the last time because you didn't really want to make a commitment. All right, Leo, you split up because are you ready to make one now? It's a new year. Yeah, think about that. Are you a commitment phobe? Like, do you have commitment phobia? Some people do. Some people just don't know how to commit. Some people don't know how to be faithful. Some people got all kind of issues. Who knows? You want love this year, Leo? You might want to think about committing. Virgo, remember, talk to them, not at them. You must take care of your health problems that have been lingering. Abrupt actions will cause difficulties with relatives. Listen, take care of yourself, Virgo. Don't let it linger on too long because it could get out of hand. That's what happens. When you let things linger on, they get out of hand. Your health is important. Without health, you have nothing. Trust me when I tell you that. All right, I'm going to a song. I'll be right back after this next song to give you more of the horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Thyssen. You're listening to the Good Morning Gwinnett Show.
Stepping out, it's Friday night. How I'm longing for this day. Yes, I'm single, oh, we want to mingle, and my friends are on the way. You got that good, good vibe. I want to spend some time back here with you. Oh, whoa. I got that good old times. You want to spend some time back here with me. Oh, whoa. And time after time, I am wondering who is she to me. I'm gonna tell you right now, 'cause she's the one I'm thinking of. Hey, the only one I'm thinking of. Hey, she's everything I'm dreaming of. Hey, the one that I can live without. Oh, that smile makes me tripping out. I wanna dance with you tonight. Yeah, you close to me, feeling good. I believe I gotta have you in my life. You got that good, good vibe. I want to spend some time back here with you. Oh, I got this good old times. You want to spend some time back here with me. Oh, and time after time, I am wondering who is she to me. I'm gonna tell you right now, 'cause she's the one I'm thinking of. Hey, the only one I'm thinking of. Hey, she's everything I'm dreaming of. Hey, the one that I can live without. She's the one I'm thinking of. Hey, the only one I'm thinking of. Hey, she's everything I'm dreaming of. Hey, the one that I can live without. Can live without. Time after time after time, I'm wondering who is she to me. I'm gonna tell you right now, 'cause she's the one I'm thinking of. Hey, the only one I'm thinking of. Hey, she's everything I'm dreaming
to the Good Morning Gwinnett Show. It's your girl, Audrey Bell Kearney, giving you the daily horoscope brought to you by noted astrologer Michael Thiason. We're going to pick it up with Virgo. My phone just fell. Virgo, talk to them, not at them. You must say, sorry about that. Libra, going to pick it up with Libra. I got distracted by my phone. So, like I got the iPhone 11 and like it was about to hit the floor. So I had to like stop for a second because, you don't want to break that phone. Even though I do have insurance on it. Anyway, Libra, your home environment may be volatile if precautions aren't taken. You can make major gains if you talk to your boss about your findings. You can have quite the romantic adventure if you take time to get to know your mate all over again. Yeah, get to know your mate all over again, Libra. You can have a good time. That's a good time. Don't just let things go by the wayside. Get to know them all over again. Keep it spicy. Do something different. Take an adventure. It's always good. Scorpio, your emotions are soaring if you don't get your own way. Look out, world. Problems with relatives and friends could surface. Don't jump too quickly regarding an investment that appears to be too good. If it looks too good to be true, Scorpio, then it probably really is. So watch yourself. And if it's anything legal you need to get reviewed, get an attorney, get somebody that knows what they're looking at to review before you sign it, because anything that's too good to be true normally is too good to be true. I'm just saying. Sagittarius, be prepared to make compensations and adjustments. New romantic partners may attend a function that puts you in the limelight. Okay, spend some time with youngsters today. Okay, so you may have some new love for the new year, Sagittarius, and it's going to put you in the limelight. As somebody with some status sound like. Yes, a new romantic partner with some status sounds great. Capricorn, you need to get out and have some fun to reduce tension. Changes in your domestic scenes are apparent. New partnerships will develop if you join investment groups. Okay. Get out and have some fun. Reduce the tension today, Capricorn. Do something fun. Yeah. New partnerships will develop, though. Join some investment groups. Make sure it's a good group. Do your homework. Do your due diligence. You don't want to get into an investment group with a bunch of crooks. Just saying. Aquarius, your need to obtain additional details will lead you into strange topics of conversation. Enlist co-workers in order to get the job done on time. Try not to upset others with your plans. All right. Ask for some help today. If you need to get the job done on time today, Aquarius, ask for some help. Co-workers may just say yes. You never know. All right, my fellow fish Pisces. Traffic will be busier than you anticipated, so try to get a head start if you have made plans to travel. This is a great day for a family outing or just a drive. Your personal life will be disrupted if you have been too busy with business. Yeah, is that it? Well, we'll see about that. Anyway, that's the horoscopes for the day. I'm your girl, Audrey Bell. I'll be back tomorrow bringing you more of the horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Michael Thiason. But right now, let's get on to some news you can use. It's a lot going on in Gwinnett County, as it always is. We always got stuff going on here. There's a bunch of people today. I'm going to talk one of them that I just found out about recently. But before I get to that story, let's get on over here to the House delegation holding final precinct town hall. Yeah, so the Gwinnett County's delegation to the State House of Representatives' fourth and final town hall event next week. The open will be held from 6:30 p.m. January 8th, which is Wednesday. It's going to be Justice Administration Building located in Lawrence, hosted by Representative Pedro Marin, Duluth, and other delegation members are likely to attend as well. So if you want to go out, that is open to the public. 6:30 at GJ 70 Langley Drive, and that's in Lawrenceville. The event will include introductions from participating representatives, updates from the previous legislative session, previews of topics expected to arise in the upcoming session, which starts on January 13th, and questions from residents. So if you're a resident of the county, you want to go over there and talk to Pedro, he will be there at 6:30 on Wednesday. Next town hall meeting is the last in the series. Next week's town hall meeting is the last in the series for the month of gathering, which started in October. So, yep. Don't know. GJAC, 75 Langley Drive, Lawrenceville, 6:30 this Wednesday. Representative Pedro Marin is going to be the talk. Got questions? It's open to the public. If you heard, go ahead over there. It's your opportunity to get your questions answered, right? All right. Former Snellville councilman is leaving the GOP for the Democratic Party, I always have to. So like, I guess I'm a little bit concerned when I hear that. Like, you jumping ship? Are you jumping ship? You see, to me, if you're a voter and you coming over because you want from one side or the other because you want to vote because you know what's going on that side, that's one thing. But when you completely jump party as a politician, it kind of throws up red flags for me. Like, in my mind, I'm thinking you jumping party as a politician and you come into another party. I feel like you coming there to do damage. I don't know. I just always feel like that. Like, I feel like you're not on the up and up. Like, you either with your party. If you're a voter, if I'm a voter and I decide I want to vote Democrat because of what I see that's going on that's helping me, okay. But when if I was a politician party, I don't know. It kind of throws a red flag. But anyway, weeks after he left the office, former Snellville City Councilman Roger Mormel left the Republican Party as well. Okay, Roger. Mormel told the Daily Post this week that he was parties and becoming a Democrat. The former elected official who grew up between the Little Haiti and Little Havana area of Miami cited concerns about the way Republicans have handled minority issues. Screwed up. That ain't nothing new. You didn't know that before? I'm just saying, don't. Most have embraced an agenda and policies that are more about fighting against our changing country and turning the clock back on progress, Mormon said in a statement. I'm going to come over to the show. I think that's a good one. Because I want to know. I want to hear from him. Like, how do you do that? Rather than engaging with every voter in our community and trying to win hearts and minds, they have instead chosen the path of trying to suppress voters, restrict civil rights, and ramp up. But listen, demagoguery. But listen, here's the thing. That's always been the case. Yeah, what made you have this all of a sudden realization, I wonder? So maybe I need to get you on the show Tuesday or Thursday. And I think I will. I think it'd be pretty interesting. So I'm always kind of leery. Like that's what you're saying is not a secret. It's been going on forever and went on really bad last year. So yeah. So Mormon was elected to the Snellville City Council in a nonpartisan race in 2015, but he chose not to seek re-election. Like the former councilman said, he has been asked about running for a higher office in the county, but has not made a decision on whether to do so. Members of Gwinnett County's delegation and Georgia House representatives are inviting residents to attend the town this week in Lawrenceville. All right, so I'm just saying, I don't know about that one. My red flags always go up when I hear that. And I've heard that before. I'm like, really, how is that possible? I mean, anything's possible, but it just seems, I don't know. All right, so this is another candidate. I didn't know about this candidate. So DA candidate Weston lays out vision on addressing crime and drugs. Yeah, Patsy, Austin Gaston. I'm always messing up people's names, right? I'm good with faces. You know what happened? This is what happened, right? So for 18 months, I wore braces. I got them off in October, I think it was. And I'm still trying to get used to it because I still feel like I have them on. So I'm still trying to get used to talking without them. You would think that by now I could talk right without them. But I feel in my mouth, it still feels like I've had them. Because you got to remember, that's a habit that was, okay, so a new habit changes is what they say, 21, 31 days. I've worn them braces for 18 months. So now I have to get used to talking again, back used to, so I get tie tongue. I used to, when I had the braces, I had an excuse. I don't have them now and I still have problems. Keep moving. As the 2020 election cycle looms this year, District Attorney candidate Wesley Person is laying out his vision on how to handle crime and drug issues in Gwinnett County. Person is one of the Democrats running for the seat, which is currently held by Republican Danny Porter, who has hinted in the past that he's considering switching to Democratic Party. Here we go again. Democratic Party for one final re-election. Why? I'm just saying, Danny Porter, yeah, you need to come to my show because I need to understand why. I need to know. I just want to understand like the process of switching from the party you've been a member of and an elected official in for a capacity. Now you want to switch. I need to talk to me. Holler at me. If anybody know Danny Porter, if anybody know the other person I just talked about, tell them to email me. Come on my show, Audrey at goodmorninggwinnett.com. Mr. Mormel. Anybody know Mr. Mormel? Come be on the show. Let's talk. I want to know. Person recently reacted out to the Daily Post to share his views on how the county's criminal justice system should tackle issues that lead people to trips. I leave the words without vision. The people, yeah, Yep. So I'm quite clear on what I hold for Gwinnett County, and I believe that we can happen together. I hope to lead the effort from the district attorney's seat. Person's plans include tackling cash bail reforms, the treatment for kids who commit crimes, mentorship opportunities, moving to jury trials more swiftly, ending criminalization of mental illness and drug addiction, address incarceration, civil forfeiture policy reforms, and opportunities for accountability court programs. The person said, for an example, the mass incarceration should be ended and alternative punishment should be sought for people convicted of low-level drug possessions and nonviolent crimes, property crimes. Although person is a criminal defense attorney, he has some experience at the prosecutor's table. He served as the assistant DA in Griffin Circuit from 2003 to 2005. This is the hard part about elections that I'm learning right now. Before, when I would go vote, you just know this is where you're gonna vote, right? But I've interviewed some really amazing people, and everybody has an impressive resume. So for me, as a voter, I need to be up and close in person to see if I feel like you're really genuine. And that's the thing, like, because there's a bunch of amazing people running for some great seats, right, in our county. And when you look at their resumes, you look at their background, it's going to be hard to pick the right person. So I'm happy I have the opportunity to talk to these people and form my own opinion because of a personal connection, right, because they come on my show. I think personally, I've been hosting these town halls with Commissioner Hopeful Derek J. Wilson out of Snellville, and I think they're very powerful. My mom was looking at one that we did, the last one that we did, and my mom said to me, no, not the last one. Was it the last one? I think it was the last one. The last town hall we did, my mom cannot get out the vote, so she does a mail-in ballot, right? But until I did that town hall, she did not have a clue about these people that she voted for, because we just voted one way or the other. She had the opportunity to sit there and watch that town hall and say, I will vote for that person right there, because she got a chance to actually see him talk. See, on the local level, you don't get a lot of TV time, right? So people don't know who you are. Knock on the door, you come to the door. Most of the time, we don't answer. You stick a bunch of cards in the door. We throw them in the garbage. I'm just being honest. I got so many cards one year, it was ridiculous. I should have just piled them up. I think this year, I'm gonna get them and pile them up and show you how many cards we get. But you got to go with the times. Like, I'm finding that those town hall meetings are really a great help for people who can't get out to vote. And there are just a lot of good people out there. So, you got to get your face in on as many platforms as possible on the local level. As you can see, our races are really going to be something serious here. There are multiple people running for each one of these spots. Like, I think it's 3 running for Pat spot. Like, I'm just finding out about Mr. Persons. Like, but I've heard of other people. The sheriff has about 3 or 4 people. Commissioner has about 3 or 4 people. Like, there are a lot of people. So to me, if I was running for anything, my face would be everywhere on the local level. I'd be just like number 1. You get a text message, I might pop up at your back window. I might get shot. I'm in Georgia. You get shot for popping up at people's back window in Georgia. All right, listen, I'm going to go to a song. I'll be right back after this next song to give you more of the rundown about what's going on in and around Gwinnett County. You're listening to the Gwinnett Show, and I'm the host, Audrey Bell Kearney. Stay tuned, people.
Don't push me any further to the edge, Just come into the wildlands of my mind, I never want to be in love again. I don't need your loving, I just steal your heart and cover myself. I don't need your loving, I don't need your loving, I just steal your heart and
Welcome back to the Good Morning Gwinnett Show. Audrey Bell Kearney giving you a daily rundown of what's going on in and around Gwinnett County. So Norcross is going to purchase some electric trolley trains. Yep. You know, everybody's trying to figure out how to handle our transportation issue. But anyway, Norcross has received a $10,000 grant from the Department of Economic Development Tourism Division to purchase an electric closed hard shell motor buddy shuttle. At their December City Council meeting in Norcross. Council meeting in Norcross City Council approved the request for an additional $22,500 from tourism funds for purchase of the electric trolley. The new vehicle will continue the city's historic downtown trolley tours, small home tours, art tours, and economic development tours. It may also be used to transport visitors from the new library to the center of town. Okay, because you know they're building a new library over there. The electric trolley will have heat and air conditioning, wheelchair accessibility, and custom vinyl wrap, making it easily identifiable. The current trolley bus runs on gasoline and is rented once a month from a private transportation company. The electric trolley contains two 48-volt systems and is expected to be able to travel 50 miles on one charge. So look for that. Some new trolleys downtown Norcross. I didn't know you could rent the trolley out. That's kind of cool. I guess you can rent it out if you're trying to do some kind of paid tour. I wonder how much it costs to rent the trolley out, though. That's interesting to find out. All right. So they were I talked about this earlier, late last year, because last year was just a couple weeks ago. But anyway, I talked about this a few weeks ago. Right on the fairground down the street from where I live, down the road from where I live, they were talking about putting some apartments right there. Yep. They was talking about putting apartments right there. They had it all laid out. But apartments are no longer in the cards for proposed residential development across Sugarloaf Parkway from the Gwinnett County Fairground. The developer told the Daily Post on Friday. Planners and engineers collaboratives proposed development originally had both apartments and townhomes included when it submitted to the county officials. Haley Todd, a lead planner at the collaborative, said revisions that have been done by the developer since the application was filed, however, have removed the apartments from the proposal. So no apartment. Okay. I thought maybe it's going to put some houses there, but they got townhouses. It would now go before Gwinnett County Planning Commission on Tuesday as a proposal for just the townhomes only. I wonder why they stopped. Gwinnett County has received and reviewed updated plans, but the county's process for hearing does not allow the county staff to present updated materials at public hearings or online, Todd said. Because of this, there is a lot of misinformation, confusion about the proposal. PEC has been providing updated plans at hearings and community meetings. Materials presented at meetings have changed over the last several months as the plans have evolved. So there would not be any apartments there. That's what it was going to be for before. Like, okay, apartments. In all, 187 town halls will be built on the site under the latest plan for development. That includes 67 units on one parcel and 120 units on the other. But no apartments, so just townhomes. So if you're and it's right across the street from the fair. Now, that could be a good thing and a bad thing. When the fair comes, is hectic. But that's the only time. Like, they have a lot of things at the fairground. Like, I went to the gemstone. They had a gemstone event a couple of weeks ago, which was really, really nice. If you like crystals and gems and different kind of stones, that was the place to be. They had a lot of them. I also went to the they had a oh god, what was it called? The stamp. I think it was called scrapbooking and stamp event. That was really nice. Because I told you guys I want to be crafty. I just don't know how. But I did buy some stuff that's packed away, which is crazy. I need to take it out and use it. I'm working up to my hobby. As soon as I get everything settled with the business, I'm going to take time to breathe and get me a hobby. Now, I can tell you this. I wanted to go today, but I'm just not going to have the time. Geek Space Gwinnett. Oh, that place is a hidden treasure. That's probably where I'm going to be hanging out at the Geek Space Gwinnett, because they do a lot of making of things over there. And I'm probably going to go get a membership. And they have a mastermind meeting every Monday at 10 o'clock. Which I'm probably going to miss because the show is going to be starting at 10 o'clock starting next week. So I'm probably going to miss it. And I was trying to get there today, but I'm probably going to get there in the evening times to do some making. But they got a lot of equipment over there that you can use. Like if you want to learn how to do 3D printing, there's a 3D printer there. That's the first time I ever went there. I was looking for the 3D printer because I was trying to 3D print something. Yeah. So, yep, you want to do that. So listen. the Duluth grad. He also was a Grayson Tech student. His work has been nominated for a Grammy. What? That is amazing. So Kadadu, John Kadadu, a Duluth high school graduate still based in Duluth, was part of a team that produced an album that was recently nominated for a Grammy. Kadadu was a recording engineer on the album Revenge of the Dreamers 3. The album is one of 5 up for Best Rap Album of the Year. What? That is so nice. Congratulations, Kadadu. The album is a collaboration of artists signed by Dreamville Record Label, established by J. Cole in 2007. The album is a blend of rap, trap, and R&B genres, and was recorded over several days in January 2018 at the Tree Sound Studio in Atlanta. So that's a cool thing. Kadadu, a 23-year-old engineer, had a prior relationship with some of the artists on Dreamville Record Label. Kadadu worked on artists EarthGang's F-Bomb remix and worked on similar projects with J.I.D. J.I.D. I thought that was Booth. With artist J.I.D. Both are featured on the Revenge of the 3 album. So congratulations to you, Mr. John Kadadu. I expect to see more from you, and I would love to have you in on my show. Let's talk about what you're doing. How you feeling? Being nominated, working on something that's big, like a Grammy. It's huge. Because now you could say Grammy Award-winning producer, engineer. Yes, that's a nice title to put behind your name. It is. And I know titles aren't a big deal, but when you start looking at the kind of work you want to do, think about that for a second. When you start looking at your dreams and the things you want to do, sometimes it's good to say, hey, I'm a Grammy best-selling author. Why do you think when you see books like best-selling? Because that means something. You may not think it means anything, but it does. She's a best-selling author. She's an Amazon, New York Times best-selling author. That means something. It means a lot. People are watching because people feel like this. If you have some kind of accolades behind your name, that means that you know what you're doing. So the fact that he can say now that I am an Emmy, hopefully he'll say the project that I work on won an Emmy. That would be great. That would be wonderful. It will. It'll be a great thing, and I'm sure he will be ecstatic because I will be ecstatic for him. Because it's a good thing. Sometimes you got to put. But here's the thing: his teacher talked about how the hard work that he put in. Like he said that when all the other kids would go home, he still there working. He and one of his friends. Because that's how you got to get it done. You got to push all the crap aside and you got to keep it going. When everybody else is sleeping, you up. That's how I live my life. Ooh, I barely sleep sometimes. I got a lot of work to do. Got a lot of things I got to accomplish this year, so I'll be doing a lot of work. I know, but it's gonna be a lot of work that's in order with structure, not just a lot of stuff where I'm all over the place, not like that, but a lot of structured work. So I'm working on my business plan, and I'm working on some meetings because my goal is to scale my business real high. But in order to do that, I gotta have a good plan. In order for me to scale to where I want to go, I gotta have a good plan in place. My plan is pretty solid. I just need to go talk to a couple people who are higher up than me, so they can take a look at it and review it. And then that way I know that I'm whatever I'm missing, they can fill in the blanks. Because you have to talk to people on a higher level than you. Like if you're the smartest person in the room, you need to get out of that room because you can't really learn anything. I had to learn it the hard way. Whenever I'm in the room and I'm the smartest one, what am I learning? What am I getting back? Because I find myself always talking, always giving advice. And that's a good thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but who do you learn from? It's so funny. I just produced the first 3 episodes for this woman. Her name is Pastor Barbara. Shout out to Pastor Barbara. She launched a podcast. She came to the Noise Academy. We got it in. She did the training with me. Podcast Startup Live. So we did a 5-hour session. She recorded her first 3 sessions. We went back and recorded it last week. And now she's ready to launch today. So her podcast goes live today at 6 p.m. So if you she's a pastor. So her audience is other pastors, and her podcast is called Bleeding in the Dark. And she said, and we came up with that name through the session, through our 5-hour session, because we talk about where you want to go, we talk about who you want to talk to, and how you get to that point. So after she sat and talked to me for a couple of hours, I was able to pull out of her who she was able to help. And she said, I talked to a lot of pastors because a lot of those pastors come to me because they can't go to anybody else because they're in front of a congregation. They're leaders, so they have nobody to talk to. So who minister to the minister? She does. And so she said, as we were talking, she said, a lot of them pastors, they standing in the light, but they bleeding in the dark. And I was like, that's the title of your podcast, Bleeding in the Dark. And she's like, oh, I love it. So she's launching her new podcast today called Bleeding in the Dark. So if you want to know more about her podcast, go to bleedinginthedark.org, bleedinginthedark.org, and listen to her podcast. But anyway, she that's the same thing I'm saying. Like, you have to somebody have to feed you. Like, I feed a lot of people, but I have to get fed too. So I have to get around people who can help me physically, emotionally, mentally, all of that good stuff, and on the business level, because I need that too. You know, I give it out, but I need it back, and that's what you got to do. So if if you're doing something, whether it's sports, whether it's business, whether it's ministry, you got to get around people that feed you as well, because we feed a lot of folks, but who feeds us? Who feeds the feeder? That's a good one, right? It's a good one. I know. I'm gonna have to go. Who feeds the feeder? If you're the feeder, who's feeding you? Right? So you got to do that. But anyway, I'm going to this last song, and I'll be back to give you my words of inspiration. Stay tuned.
Tell me your story. Tell me what made you change your mind. Oh, yeah. How you move forward and still go against the tide. Yeah. Who did you make? Who made you strong? Yeah. Did you get help when that was rough? Yeah. Tell me your story. How did you make your dreams come true? You're so strong. I wanna be strong. I wanna be just like you. I wanna be just like you. 'Cause you're so strong. I wanna be so strong. I wanna be just like you. I wanna be just like you. When I grow old. When I grow old. Yeah. When I grow old. When I grow old. Tell me your story. How did you find your peace alive? Yeah. Oh yeah. Who made your heart smile and made you lose a track of time? Yeah. Do you think I'd by your side all day and night? Someone to care about and do you right. You still wrote your story when nobody believed in you. Yeah. You're so strong. I wanna be strong. I wanna be just like you. I wanna be just like you. 'Cause you're so strong. I wanna be so strong. I wanna be just like you. I wanna be just like you. When I grow old. When I grow old. When I grow old. When I grow old. When I grow old, when I grow old, I wanna be just like you, 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 you. When I grow old.
Welcome back, guys. Listen, that's all I got for you today. But before I go, I want to give you a word of inspiration. This is kind of to my to my men and my women, but the word queen is being used, but you can replace that with king, guys. And I want to give you this before you go today. So here's the inspiration of the day. Think like a queen or think like a king. A queen is not afraid to fail, nor is a king. Failure is another stepping stone to greatness. My girl Oprah Winfrey said that, and she was right. Failure is a stepping stone to greatness. Failure, setbacks, disappointments, all of that stuff. It's just another stepping stone. And you know what? What don't kill you will make you stronger. That's all I got to say. If it don't kill you, it's going to make you stronger. So whatever you're dealing with, whatever you felt, that, trust me, I felt so many times I can't even count them anymore. And it's okay, because of what happened was I got back up and I kept it going. I've had so many disappointments, I can't even count them anymore. But here's what I didn't do. I didn't dwell on them for very long. I didn't let them keep me back. I didn't let them keep me down. I kept it moving. You got to do that. When you have disappointment, when you have failures, when you have setbacks. I had a setback just yesterday. A major setback, a major disappointment. But I got up this morning because I had to come down here and talk to you guys. And I'm here with a smile on my face. I can't let it hold me back. I got to keep moving. You got to keep moving. You got to keep moving when it hurts. You got to keep moving when you're tired. You got to keep moving when you're stressed out. You got to keep moving when you're disappointed. You got to keep moving when you fail. It's only going to make you stronger. And it's only a stepping stone to the greatness. We all got greatness inside of us. Every single one of us. If no one has told you today that you have greatness inside of you, I feel like Les Brown right now. You have greatness inside of you. You have greatness inside of you. We all do. You know, sometimes it's just, some people just never find that greatness. They don't know how to bring it out. But if you know you have greatness and you're on that path and you're working towards it, but you keep having setbacks, you keep having failures, you keep having, situation, disappointment, keep going. I've been doing this almost 23 years, and I can tell you right now, I already know I'm on the cusp of where I want to be. I'm right there on the edge. But that was 23 years to get to the edge. That's probably going to be the name of my new book. 23 years. It's been 23 years this year. Yeah, that's a long time, man. I love what I do, and I can't see myself doing anything else. Even when I try, I'm talking about on a full-time basis. And I got some side hustles going on, but majorly, I can't see myself doing anything other than being an entrepreneur. And I failed so many times. So many. I can't even count them. I made so many bad decisions. A lot of those was because I didn't get the guidance that I needed. A lot of them is just because I was chasing shiny objects. I'm not ashamed to say it. Look at any successful person. If you see a successful person, believe me when I tell you, they failed plenty of times, but they got back up. That's the thing, because they knew that all of those failures, all of those setbacks, all of those disappointments were just stepping stones to greatness. So listen, that's all I got for you today. I'll be back again tomorrow at 9 a.m. If you missed any episode of the show, go to goodmorninggwinnett.com and check it out. I'll be moving to my new time next week. But right now, I'm still here tomorrow at 9 a.m. Share the show with your friends, and be sure to go to the mobile apps and download the app, Google App Store, Google Play Store, and also the iOS Apple Store. The app is there, download it. I got another big bodacious goal. I didn't hit it last year. It's okay, though. I'm getting 1 million downloads in my app this year. I am. That's the goal. Last year was 1 million downloads of the show. Now I'm getting 1 million downloads to my app. My app is going to get 1 million downloads this year. I'm learning, because I'm learning how to make that. People do it all the time. The app is free. Because to me, that's easy for me to say, hey, I got 1 million downloads. And people can actually go and look at it and see if there are 1 million downloads to the app. That's good on the business side. That's good for marketing purposes. That's good for advertising. Because if I can show somebody that I have 1 million app downloads, right? If I can show somebody that, they may want to advertise on the show inside the app. But anyway, if you want to know more about how to start your own podcast, go over to www.noisemedia.us. That's my new company. It's not really new. It's just rebranded. But I'm going to be teaching courses on how to start your new podcast, and also you can take the 5-hour workshop that I did with Miss Pastor Green. That it worked out for her. I pushed her, though. She done launched that podcast in 2 weeks. I pushed her because you got to push sometimes. You need somebody to push you sometimes. And she told me that. She said, I needed you to push me because I wouldn't have gotten it done. And I pushed her. We got her website built. She is up and running. She's on Buzzsprout. She's up. It goes live today at 6 p.m. So, again, check out bleedinginthedark.com, bleedinginthedark.org. Especially if you are a pastor or first lady, you know somebody, if you're a leader, because she talks to leaders who lead a bunch of people, and then they bleed in the dark because they have no one to talk to. She talked to you. And every time since we met, God has been showing her that's who you're supposed to talk to. He'll show you. You just got to pay attention, right? All right, that's all I got for you. Thank you again for listening. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you spent the last 50 minutes here with me, and I appreciate you so much. I'll be back again tomorrow, God willing. Until next time, make it a great day. Bye, y'all.
You've been listening to Good Morning Gwinnett. Make sure to tune in daily at 9 a.m. Eastern Time to find out what's happening around Gwinnett. If you missed an episode, go to www.goodmorninggwinnett.com to catch up. If you like this episode, go ahead and subscribe to the show now and share it with your friends.